when their essence screams for attention. One of the basic needs of every human being is the need and desires to be loved. The needs and desire to be loved. As a coach and mentor, I realize that a lot of children rebel when they need attention, when they desire to be seen, to be heard, and to be loved. So a lot of the decadence we see in our children, a lot of the downward spiral, immorality, gross irresponsibility is largely due to the fact that your child wants attention. Your child desires to be seen. Your child desires to be heard. Okay, and favoritism is one of the major problems we are having with parenting. And favoritism cannot be treated in isolation without referring to love language. Love language. You can be loving your child, but you can be loving that child wrong. My name is Dr. Taye Lolu. I am a coach and mentor for adolescents, young adults, and younger children. I have a mentorship program where I run, a mentorship, virtual program. So I've been mentoring a lot of children for years now, and I've come to a stunning realization that a lot of the times when our children go on a downward spiral, when our children don't act right, when our children are rebellious, irresponsible, and immoral, most times it's because they need attention. They don't feel loved. They don't feel loved. I'm going to be giving you practical and realistic examples of some of the things that adolescents have told me in the course of chit-chatting and talking to them about their realities. Okay, I'm going to be referring to a lot of those things in this video. I was talking to one of my mentees. He called me actually. He's one of the children in the university that I mentor. And he expressed his concern on how two guys have been disturbing him seriously, trying to lure him into joining Aye confraternity. They want to lure him into cultism. And I was asking him, what do you want to do now? How are we going to handle this? He said, Ma, I can never join any secret cult. I will never do it. I love my mother too much and I cannot bear to hurt her. I love my mother so much, I cannot bring tears to her face. He just said it, but after the phone conversation with him, what he said, he resounded in my heart. I was thinking about it for hours on end. He loved his mother so much, and because of that love, he does not want to join secret cults. Not necessarily because of the dangers of secret cults, but because he does not want to disappoint the mother. Now listen to me, parents. Earlier this morning, I do 2 detailed voice messages. I sent one to the mentorship WhatsApp group of my mentees, and I sent one to the WhatsApp group of parents. There were 2 different voice messages, and I explored this issue of favoritism. I made my university students to know that it's not possible for your parent not to love you. It's not possible for your mom not to love you. Your mom, you think your mommy love your older ones or younger ones better than you. No, it's not like that. And you parents, it's not that you don't love your child, but you are loving a lot of them the wrong way. You are loving your child the wrong way. A lot of your children feel unloved because they sense profound preference over you are showing that you love their younger ones or their older ones over them. And it's not as if you necessarily love those ones better than them, but it is majorly because of the lacuna of wrong love language. For example, as a parent now, let's say, for example, the love language I really understand is acts of service. And I have 4 children, for example. One of them, his love language is acts of service. Another one, his own love language is physical display of affection. He feels loved more when I hug him, when I peck his face, when I embrace him. That's when he feels loved. Another one, her love language is gifts. She loves it when I buy her gifts. All right. Another one is words of affirmation. When you say, oh, I love you, oh, this and that. Although generally, all these things work for our children. We have 5 love languages. Number 1, we have quality time, acts of service, words of affirmation, physical shows of affection, and gifts. But generally, you need to show them all. But in particular measure, you need to now understand in a more critical dimension, you need to try to understand the love language of each one of your children one to the other, and that is when you'll be able to love them right. A lot of you parents are not loving your children right, and that is why your children think your child one to the other. They think you don't love them. They think you love that child better than them. It's because you are using a unilateral love language to love them all. No. You need to study and know your child. So also is it in the area of behavioral control methods. There are behavioral control methods that work for A does not work for B. If you beat A will change. If you beat B will not change. You have to withdraw its privileges. Some is punishment. You know, a lot of things. You need to understand various things about your children. Now, let's go on. It's possible as a parent for you not to love your child right. Okay, if you use the same language for all your children, they will one or two of them will feel unloved because that's not his own love language. Do you understand? And the danger of your child not receiving your love is that they are unable to reciprocate. When your child does not receive your love, when they do not understand that you love them, they are unable to reciprocate. And when your child does not love you back, they cannot be constrained from doing certain things. Even the Bible says in 2 Corinthians 5 verse 14, it says, the love of Christ constrains us. Because we love Jesus, we don't want to do some things. Look at Joseph. He says, how will I do this grievous sin against my God? Because of the love Joseph had for God, he did not want to sleep with Potiphar's wife. So when you love your children the right way, and they are able to receive that love, they will reciprocate by loving you back. And when your child loves you back, they won't want to hurt you. A lot of the things they do, they want to consider you. How would mommy feel if I do this? No, I don't want to hurt my mom. No, I won't hurt my father. He's trying so hard. He's trying his best. So it's not a flippant or frivolous matter. This is a serious matter in the course of parenting your child. You have to know their love language and love them right. I have 3 children. I have 2 boys. I have 1 girl. My first son, his love language is acts of service. My second son, physical display of affection. He loves it when you hug him, when you peck his head, when you pat his back. He loves things like that. He will look at you warmly and smile. But when I tried that with my first son, he's disgusted. Mommy, I'm 15. Why are you hugging me? Why do you want to peck me? Mommy, no, I don't want that. That is not his love language. My daughter likes gifts. Oh, Tumisha, I saw a pink dress today. I got it for you. Add it to your clothes, your church wears. She's happy. Oh, mommy, thank you. I love you so much. Mommy, you are the best. Oh, she will be so euphorious, excited. So you need to intentionally work on knowing your child's love language. A lot of bad things our children are doing, they are subtle cries for attention. They need attention. I'm going to give you 3 examples of what happened with my mentees. A mother registered her son with me recently, and she was telling me some of the bad things the boy was doing. And I asked the boy, in the course of talking to the boy, why are you doing these things? Why are you like this? My dad doesn't like me, doesn't care about me. So why would I give a shit about him? I don't care about him. He prefers my younger ones, and so me to have faced my life. Under that rebellious talk is a cry for love. He feels his daddy does not love him, so he wants to hurt him back. It's hurting to him that his daddy does not love him, and he wants to hurt his daddy back. That is why he does not even care that his own life is going on a downward spiral, of which the dad might be loving him, but loving him wrong. When you don't love your child the right way, when you don't love your child with the love language your child understands, it's like a round peg in a square hole. It won't work. It has to be a square peg in a square hole. That is when you love them right. All right? Then another of my mentees, the first one I said, I love my mother too much. I cannot join secret cult. The mother has succeeded in loving him right. And he has reciprocated. He now loves his mother so much that he does not want to go decadent so as not to hurt his mother. Can you now see that loving your child right is as important as every other effort you put into parenting your child? Do you understand? Recently, one of my mentees also, she was also a newbie, newly registered into my mentorship program. And she told me, she said, I tried to talk her out of a particular bad habit. And she just said, Ma, my mommy loves my younger sister more than me. I don't care what she feels about my life. This is my life. I will live it the way I want. If I'm changing, I will change because of you, Ma. Not because of my mother. She wants to change because of me, not because of her mother. That means she does not understand that her mother loves her. Already she's believing her mother loves her younger sister better than her, and because of that, she's living her life recklessly because she wants to hurt her mother. So a lot of the bad things your children are doing, a switch in your love language can be the solution. A change in the way you love your child. Maybe your child loves physical show of affection. Hug him. No matter his age, hug him, pat his back. If it's his love language. If gift is his love language, get him special gifts. Oh, you did well in your first test. I got you this wristwatch. Then he would think, I need to make my mother happy too. In fact, when you love your child right, it even impacts on their academic performance. They don't want to fail. They don't want to make you sad. I remember when I was in the university, my mom was raising me as a single mother. And a lot of the times, there were a lot of bad influence around me. But many times when the temptation becomes overwhelming, I remember my mother's face. I remember her at the sawmill. She sells wood. All this plank for building houses, igi, ikole, that's what she sells. I remember her at the sawmill, sawdust all over her hair, all over her sweater. I remember. And I just say, no, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to make mommy unhappy. Nobody advised me. But because of the love I have for my mother, I don't want to hurt her. So you don't have to say, I don't care. I know I'm trying my best. I know I'm paying school fees. I know I'm doing this and that. That is not enough. Do you understand? That is not enough. You need to do better. You need to love your child right. All right? 2 Corinthians 5 verse 14, the love of Christ constrains us. When you love somebody so much, you don't want to hurt them. And your children are not loving you enough because they don't feel you love them. They feel you love their siblings better than them, of which it might not be so. It might be because you are loving them the wrong way. When I use one unilateral love language to love my 3 children, maybe I'm doing physical display of affection, which is my second son's love language. I'm now applying it to the 3 of them. The other 2 will feel I love Jimmy more than them because Jimmy will be warm to my love language. But it is not their own love language. And when they feel I don't love them, I love Jimmy better than them, they can decide to live their lives anyhow. After all, she doesn't love me. Let her face her Jimmy. I will live my life the way I want. They will even hurt themselves in a bid to be rebellious to you, to hurt you back. So please give all intentionality to parenting. Okay? This morning I sent a voice message to my mentees in the university and I told them, many of you are on a downward spiral because you think your parents don't love you. It's not so. It's not. When you love your children right, they reciprocate the right way. I can't use drugs. How will my mommy feel? I can't bear to see tears on my mommy's face. No, I can't join secret cult. My daddy is doing his best. I will not bring shame to his name. Oh no, I can't do hookup. How will my parents feel? They love me too much. I don't want to hurt them. I will do what I like. I don't give a shit. Another one will say that when he feels you don't love him, when he feels you love the younger sisters more than him. I remember one of my mentees referring to something his daddy did when he was in primary school. Because when he said my daddy doesn't love me, I wanted to know what he saw. He said when I was in primary school, he did this and he did that, and I know he doesn't care. I said, so do you know by not caring about your own life, you are hurting your life more than you are hurting your father? He said, I don't care. So please, a lot of the bad things, the decadent things our children are doing, it is largely a cry for help, a cry to be seen, a cry to be loved, a cry to be helped, a cry for attention. Let's respond to it. Identify your child's love language and love them right. I'm going to hang my boots here. There will be a part 2 to this video, maybe tomorrow, and I want you to watch it as well. So I run a mentorship program for children. If you want me to be your child's mentor, please reach me on 08038408948. Register your child into my mentorship program and let me partner with you to transform them uprightly and responsibly. My name is Dr. Taye Lolu. Good morning.